Hello, hello. How are you all doing to this morning? Um, I sorry, just get my stuff set up here. Okay. Yes. So happy Wednesday, everyone. Yeah, it is midweek, almost the weekend. I hope you guys are all doing great. Thank you for getting first shadow, by the way. Thank you for the head pat. I really appreciate it. So today I was thinking, just since we finished near Automata on Monday, a lot faster than we expected. I was thinking what I might do is just kind of like have a relaxing rest of the week. So like today, just some like power wash because they did unlock a new level actually. The Caldera Chronicles, first one has been updated. So I thought, just relax, kind of like chill, catch up a bit because I know with Nier, I wasn't able to do a whole lot of like chatting and everything just because everything was like so intense and everything. Uh, so this gives me a chance to just like chill, relax with you guys. And then I was thinking maybe Friday, since I got the last of those Lego flower pieces in, I'm going to do that on Friday, just so we finally get everything all done with the Four Noble Gentlemen. And then starting Monday, I have Tomb Raider. So I have that installed. So I'm going to go straight into Tomb Raider on Monday, and then when we finish that game, I also have the other ones. So sorry, I just was recalibrating my model here. So I have also Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So once we finish those, the first one, we can go like into those sequels after that. So I figured that would be a nice little way to like just carry on the series, the franchise. I also do have Batman Arkham Asylum that I was thinking, even though that came out in like 2010, could be fun to play on stream as well too. I, I'm not okay. So I know I'm not a huge fan of like horror games and everything, but Dead Space 2 is on sale right now. So I'm like, ooh, I heard that's a really good game, and I'm tempted to be like, maybe we should give that a try. You know what I mean? See what that's like. But and again, at the same time, I'm also like, it's a horror game. You know what I mean? What do you think, Shadow? Like, I know you were probably excited for the Tomb Raider ones because you were talking about it last stream. So we'll probably get to that for sure. Um, as for Dead Space, well, I'll think about that because it is on sale, but I do have to get it soon if I do. One thing I was also actually tempted to get was the Super Battle Golf game, and give it a try first time as just like a solo for like one or two rounds, and then maybe open it up to like community type stuff if anyone else has it and wanted to join in. That could also be kind of fun too because I am open to the idea of doing community games. It just as a small streamer you do have to be careful. Like obviously I wouldn't do voice comms just because like you don't know what people are going to say. But I am open to that idea of possibly doing voice community games for like that or Marvel Rivals or potentially any other um, co-op game that I might have. Oh, I also have Peak. I've only played it once, and uh, it's an interesting game. Trying to play that on controller too, because I know most people use it on keyboard and mouse. I was trying to play it on controller, so I'm like, oh, this is so tough. But it is pretty fun, and I wouldn't mind playing something like that with other people. That one I might do Discord comms, but I probably wouldn't like have the comms on stream just to be safe and all that. Yeah. But anyway, so like I mentioned, uh, Power Wash Sim 2 has a new level out, and hope I saw their update that what is it? April? I think April 9th they said on the Steam store. that the Adventure Time pack is coming out, and that could be really fun. I've never was much of a huge Adventure Time watcher, but at the same time, I know it's a good series. All right, so let me just copy that just in case. So without further ado, I guess might as well just like hop into the game now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have like Spotify playing whilst we play this game because there's not really much like background noise to it. So I thought, why not put a little Spotify, turn up the audio a little bit for that so you guys can hear better. And just play that. Okay, yeah. So if I go to start watching, like this is here the new pack that's open, the Caldera Chronicles. So they only opened the very first one. They have more come in later, and depending on like how complex this one is. Okay, so equipment provided, miniature village. Okay, cool. Like if it's a short level, then I'll find something else to play as well. I do have a couple small games we could do. Like there's that Doranko Wonko one where it's like you're a dog and your job is to like mess up the entire house. That could be kind of like good for a short time play. Okay, let's just take a quick peek and see what we got here. Like, oh, see, like this is actually a lot. So I feel like this would probably take a good like 2-3 hours to do so, which is fine because gives me a chance to like just catch up with you guys and just chill. Ooh, that spray's a little loud. Okay. Uh, let's turn the water volume down a little bit and maybe the reverb. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit better. So we can still like hear the music and everything. Let me just turn Spotify up a little bit more. Man, I haven't heard Backstreet Boys in a little while. But how are you doing today, Shadow? Did you have a good day at work? Oh man, can I change my? Okay, yeah, perfect. Something that's a little bit more powerful. Because it gave me the standard one. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay, yeah. So they give me all my pieces, so that's nice. Okay, let me see what they give. Oh, yeah. So that okay. So that's cool that they give me all my pieces that I purchased prior. So like I got like the high powered washer. But yeah, today is just going to be like a chill, relaxing day, kind of. We're getting ready for the weekend that's coming up. You guys got any plans coming up for the weekend? I saw that the tickets for the new Super Mario movie are on sale right now for like pre-advance sale, and like I had to buy it just because I know it's going to go quickly. But luckily, because I am part of like my local area's movie program, like their rewards program, I managed to get like discounted ticket. Because like movie tickets are these days are so expensive. They're like, well, how much is it for like a general is like 15 something almost nowadays, or 12 to 15, depending on like the theater type. And the one that I managed to get for, because I used my membership ticket, so they give me one free ticket every month. And obviously, if it's like a more advanced theater, like uh, VIP or the moving seats or one, the D box seats, you have to pay a little bit extra. So I paid only $5 for the ticket. So I'm like, That's that's perfect. But I'm really excited for this new Mario movie that's coming out because I really like the first one. So I it sets a high standard for this second one to play and make sure it's like of the same caliber. But the fact that they're using the same cast too, I believe from the first one, is going to be nice because that gives you that continuity. And then they're adding Princess Rosalina, so that'll be interesting to see how they incorporate that. Honestly, this I love this game so much because it's just so relaxing, you know? Like you don't have to think too hard in it. You're not trying to like beat bosses or strategize or figure out attack patterns. You're honestly just sitting here cleaning, and that's all it is. And and it's so funny, like I will spend hours just sitting here playing this game, but when it comes to actually cleaning like my house itself, I am so lazy. I don't know why. I'd rather clean a digital park than spend like an hour just cleaning up my house, vacuuming or not saying that I don't do it. Like I do clean my house. It's just like, oh, one of those things where it's like, do I feel like doing it today or not? And like one of the things I really like about this game also is the fact that I can just sit here and chill with you guys too. Like, it, it's a lot easier to just like read chat, um, just talk and catch up, kind of like create that streamer viewer bond, that relationship. Oh, pick up. What can I pick up? Oh, they're talking about that. Okay. Wow, you can pick it up while I'm over here. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, here we go. Boom. But yeah. Oh, so one like I did mention, I am working on new um ASMR type stuff. So hopefully, I'll have something for you guys by the end of the week, if not like beginning of the week. Oh, so this step isn't clean. It's saying okay, so I missed a spot. Oh, I know it is. It's probably over here. Yeah, there we go. Hi, Zecito. How are you doing today? Did you have a good rest or a good sleep? Okay, let's get this. Okay, so yeah, this ladder is definitely going to be in the way, so I'm going to have to move that. So I'm finding with this game, with the ladders, I wish you had the option of just like putting it down somewhere. How you're doing well? How's the washing? The washing is pretty good. We just started off, and I thought today, today that I would do something kind of just like low key, kind of chill. Since we finished near Automata a lot faster than I expected, like I honestly thought I'd be playing it more like today and possibly on Friday, but since we finished it, I'm like, oh well, what did we want to start a new game or just kind of like take things easy? And I figured, you know what, today I'm going to take it easy and then start in Monday. I got a new game that I'm going to start playing. It's Tomb Raider, the new stuff. Like I do have the old classic Tomb Raider as well. I believe I have numbers one, two, and three for the old classic Tomb Raider. and that would be fun to play. But I thought, you know what? Let's just start off with the new stuff. Because I like the as much as I like the old stuff, I like the graphics on the new one because it kind of is like more. How do I say? It's more exciting, I guess, because and it's more interactive compared to like the older stuff. But I will probably do like a day where I play the older Tomb Raider games. But yeah. But you got any big plans for this coming weekend? Okay, I feel like if I grab that, I'm gonna have to put it somewhere, but then I'm just gonna get in my way in the later run. So let's see if I can just clean this entire thing off first without having to move the ladder. Because sometimes you can. Especially if I clean up enough around the ladder that I don't have to actually pick it up. Like these small little spots. Because yeah, this is the new chapter that they just updated in the Power Wash game. It's the first of the Caldera Chronicles. So it's like just a mini little village here, which is kind of cool. And then like that should have the new Adventure Time pack out in April, I believe they said. So that could be fun. I never really was big into Adventure Time. Like I watched a couple episodes and it's okay. Like I guess maybe just because I was older, it never really interested me a whole lot. So like I know my sibling, it was like really interesting to them, but they're younger than me, so that's probably why they liked it more. You had to grab some things and back. Oh, welcome back, Shadow. I hope you were able to get all the stuff that you needed to grab. Let's get this here. Actually, this is also a good test too for my GPU because I know last time we played Power Wash, it did stutter a little bit. So we'll see how my model holds up. Okay, so that is a glass rail there. Okay, I was looking at them thinking like, is it a clear, just like a railing, or did they put like something like a glass sheet in there? But it does look like it's glass. Okay, cool. Are you guys a big fan of Power Wash? Like, do you guys like to play it? Okay, let me just get here. Okay, 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 come on. There we go. Railing complete. Viewing platform. You never played the game? You should look into it if you ever want something that can just like shut off your brain and just kind of like low key play. It's honestly perfect for that. Like, there was times where I would just like say I'd be watching streams or something, right? But it's like it's such a like it's a game that I don't really play. Like I've seen some okay, how to explain like there's still there are games that I'm obviously not a I don't really play because I never really got into. So then I would just kind of like put Power Wash on in the background, and I'd still chat with the streamer and everything. But then I would just like Power Wash and just kind of like take it easy, Like it's one of those games where I don't have to think, but I can just like listen and put someone on in the background and lurk. Like how you do with when you play Rocket League. You know, you say you lurk and you have me on in the background, which I always appreciate. You know, just showing up and everything. And yeah, that sort of thing. Like, you know, it's nice because you're still part of the community. You're still engaged in it, but you're still also, you know, freedom to do your stuff. And that's what I like about this game is that you can engage with communities, you can do other things and still play and just like still have your time. By the way, how is Rocket League going? Because I saw you posted that clip about that move you were talking about. Oh, oh, this is like a giant pond. Okay, gotcha. That is a good way to put it. Yeah, so like this is like a nice little like keeps you busy because I know and I have this problem too sometimes when I'm watching streams, especially if it's a game that I'm not fully like into, like so, or it's like it is. How do I say this properly? Sometimes there are games that you see people play that you know you don't necessarily. It's not you're technically your cup of tea, right? But obviously you're not going to be like, oh, I'm not going to watch because that would be rude, and like you don't want to be rude to the streamer. Like you want to still show them your support. So you might have them on one monitor, but then you're doing something on the other monitor, and that's what I've done sometimes with Power Wash. You know, because it's a nice way for me to do something. Otherwise, I'm just sitting on my butt, right? And that's not healthy. You know, just sitting there. Sometimes I will like lift weights when I'm watching streams. Um, Sometimes I just like do stuff like this, you know? Exactly. So, yeah, like I'm not one of those people who can just like sit for hours and not do something, you know? Like I have to keep active somehow. When I usually be playing Rocket League, I put stream on the other screen. Yeah, and that's totally fine. I'm sure tons of people do that too. Like you see other people in streams, they're like, okay, well, I'm going to have you on. I'm just going to lurk, but I'm still here. I'm just, you know, doing my stuff, and that's totally fine. Like, and it's not necessarily even playing games too. Like, they might be writing reports if they're at work, or they might be. Oh, sorry. Okay, right. I forgot this is a different game. What was it? The control. Yeah, it was Q. Okay. Um, where they have stuff going on the background. Sorry, I got distracted for a second there. And that's completely fine. Like everyone knows that happens. Especially when you're watching like big streams where it's like thousands of people in chat. It's hard to get your chat noticed, but at the same time, you know, you still want to support the streamer. So you just kind of have it like on in the background. So they still get the views, they still get your support, but you're also not competing to try and like be seen amongst millions of messages. Yeah, I just got back home because I was working two extra. Ooh, so you did overtime today. How did that go? I mean, you know, overtime. Oh, overtime is tricky because, like, yes, you get more money from it, but then you're also given a part of your free time. But as long as they're paying you for that, that's always good. Because I don't know what it's like for your industry, but I know in architecture, it's like an unspoken rule that you do over time. Just because with houses and projects like that, there's always going to be stuff that needs to be done that you can just never get done in the full workday. And that's like one of the things I always ask when I'm doing my interviews lately is what their work life balance is. Because if it's expected that I'm going to do overtime, I want to be paid for that overtime, right? And I know some companies they will say, uh, to that instead of paying you overtime, they give you you can accrue that time off and then use it for like extra vacation days or something. You did a job change and change your industry. You're now a project. Oh wow, project manager. Congratulations. That's big league stuff, man. That's good. You're like the boss now. Nice. I won't call back because I only had to do some meetings. It's pretty usual in project managers. Yeah, yeah. So as a project manager, you're less of the guy doing the work and more of the guy doing the meetings and then just providing the information to uh, your team, and they're the ones who do the work, which is nice because then it frees you up your time so you're not spent doing tasks, but also it's a lot more responsibility on you to make sure things get done in a certain time frame, things get done correctly. Yeah, keeping everyone on the same page. Yeah, for sure. Like it's your job to make sure you stay on schedule. If there's any issues, you're the one who has to fix it. You're the first person that management will blame if something goes wrong, unfortunately. So that's why I've always been scared to like take on those kind of roles, management type things. Even though I feel like I could, at the same time, there's always that worry of like if something goes wrong. It's your butt on the line, right? Okay. Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like one thing I really like about streaming right now is just how it gives me an escape from stuff that's going on. Not not in my like, personal life, but just so prior to like streaming and all that stuff, I was big into like the cosplay scene and going to conventions, hanging out with friends, and doing that kind of stuff. But lately, there's been a lot of how do I put this? There is a lot of not necessarily well, kind of drama, and it's a lot to take in. Like especially since I kind of like know one of the people. Well, not like fully know, but I was on good terms with them. Yeah, cosplay is really cool. Some of the stuff that you see is insane, and it's come a long way since I first like got into the industry. Now, do I cosplay? No, I don't. I've cosplayed maybe twice in my entire life on like a cosplay level. Otherwise, everything was always just like Halloween costumes, right? But I'm not really counting that. But some of the stuff that you see people see nowadays are just amazing, especially with the advent of 3D printing. It's just wild what you see people are able to make. Whereas when I first got into it back in, what was it, 2013? It was all just like foam and thermoplastics. And now it's high end 3D printing. There's one character you really want to cosplay. Ooh, who's the character, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, make sure I got everything in the water there. Oh. Deathstroke? Oh, okay. What is it about Deathstroke that you really like, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, got all that stuff. Oh shit, Justin Timberlake. Haven't heard this in forever. He kind of hasn't done much recently, I don't think. Like the last thing he did was Trolls um Band Together, I think it was. At least that's the last thing I remember hearing about him in. I'm sure he's probably just working on his music career right now. But yeah, what's stopping you from cosplaying Deathstroke, Shadow? Is it just more like you don't have the time to do it, or you're just trying to find the pieces? Because I know that can be thing that can take a while too, trying to find like the right uh, costume parts so you can do an accurate cosplay. Okay. Oh, let's go. So this actually is coming along quite easy. Like some of the other levels in like the main story, they were very, oh, how would I say this? When you first saw them, they came off as like really intense, not intense, but like overwhelming with just like the sheer magnitude of them. But this, honestly, this Caldera Chronicle level, not too bad. Granted, I've only done like this part here, and like I have all that to do still. So I may change my tune in a little bit, but for now, it's nice. Like this is honestly so chill, just relaxing. I don't know what it is. Maybe the sound of the pressure washer just going. It's like hypnotic in a way. And that little ding of money. That's always nice too. Ding. I want to get a power washer and try it one day, like a real life power washer. That could be so fun. Okay, I think I got everything here. Yeah. So now let's start working on this forest area. I can see how this game also might be a little difficult for some people if they have like motion sickness because there is a lot of like back and forth kind of like motion. But luckily, I'm glad I don't have to worry about that too much because I could just like go like this and still be fine. Although that could probably get a little annoying for people and a little oh sorry, got distracted by a second by that noise for a minute there from the windmill. I thought it was the music for a minute. I'm like, what's this like uh, creaking noise? Oh, perfect. One thing I was thinking about adding, and let me know what you guys think is. So I know right now all the sound alerts that I have are channel point based, but obviously it takes time to um, earn channel points. Because I realize that a lot of my viewers right now are mostly like Asia, so they're like going to bed realistically. So I was thinking, what would you guys think if I did the channel points also as bits? So it's a little bit easier to just like do stuff like that. Not channel points, sorry, but like sound alerts and redeems. So like jump scare and all that stuff. Is that something you guys would be interested in? If I do the shorter one, I get a larger spray here. Okay, missed quite a bit over here. I do like the fact that they like highlight the spots that you missed, because then it helps you figure out like, oh, what do I need to do to like clean properly, like how attentive I am to cleaning. Man, I remember when this song came out from Rihanna. That was, what was it at the time? I think I was working at a comic book store. We were talking about it. Just because it is like a very provocative uh, theme. Okay, we got here. Ooh, nice. And I like the fact that, they don't expect you to be like 100% clean. Like if you get most of it, that or like the majority of it, then they'll just knock it as complete. Because normally, if I was doing this IRL, I'm sure there would be a lot of spots that I've missed, and it wouldn't technically be considered clean. Okay, ooh, there we go. One thing I am hoping to try and do this year as a streamer is potentially do like collabs with people, because I think that could be fun. Like when I see other VTubers collabing and doing like those kind of games, it looks a lot really fun, and I hope that eventually I'm able to get something like that set up and do stuff like that with others. Just kind of like reach out and expand my connection, not connection. Well, yeah, connections, but just like my circle and like meet new people, because that's really the whole reason I started streaming. I just want to meet new people, um, especially people who like I normally wouldn't have had the opportunity to meet, just because maybe we live in a different country or uh, different time zones. Like we run in different circles, sort of thing. But I do realize like I am very much small time right now, so it might be harder to like make those connections. Because I know there is Off Kai, which is like the big VTuber convention, and I realize like if I were to go to that, yeah, I could see the VTubers that I follow, but I know right now like I am so small that no one would know who I am there. So I'm hoping that in the second half of this year, uh, I'm able to like make more connections and like get to know other VTubers, or even like IRL streamers, facecam streamers who maybe wanted to do like collab work with VTuber. That could be fun too. And I know it's like a two-way street, so like I can't just wait for people to come and like connect to me. I also have to be proactive and try and reach out to them too. I guess the only thing that's really holding me back right now is just waiting to see what my work schedule is be like if I can get once I get a job, because then obviously that'll affect my time that I can stream, that I could do all this other stuff that I want to do. Hopefully, I am able to like still get everything done once I get a job. Because as much as I would love to have streaming be like a content creation be like a full time career, uh, I don't know if that would be sustainable for me. Just with like my mortgage and bills and everything that I have to pay, I need to be able to like honestly, in order for me to do content creation as like a full time thing, I would need to have like a lot of um, content. Well, first off, to put out on a regular basis. Um, and right now, honestly, I'm kind of still learning everything as I'm going, so I don't really know like the best way to do everything. You know. So, and I feel bad bothering other streamers and stuff like, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? Sort of thing. Like, I just don't want to. How do I say this? I don't want to um, like be that guy, if that makes sense. Be that person who is always like, oh, can you show me how to do this, or can you show me how to do that? And I try and use them for just like telling me how to do things. Or sorry, like to tell. I don't know how to explain this properly. Like I want to like make it on my own as like being me versus copying other people, because I've had some people that I've talked to and they would say stuff like, oh, just see what the streamers that you like to watch and how they act and their personalities and stuff, and like maybe try and copy that. And I'm like, I just don't want to be a copy of someone else. I want to when I do my streams, I want to be me. Because I want you guys to like me for me, not because I am copying elements of other streamers. If that makes a lot of sense. And I realize I stutter a lot and everything. It's just because I'm not used to this, so I kind of like trying to figure out how to juggle things properly. Like I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I also don't want to like come off too scared or censored and all that stuff. Like if you put me into a work setting, like a professional office setting, and I have to like do presentations and all that stuff, and talk to management and clients, I can do that, not a problem. That's easy for me to do. But honestly, streaming is a little bit more challenging. Okay, got all this done here. Just because and I find it with streaming it's just me, right? I can't ask co-workers for help because I don't have co-workers here. Is I got to figure out how to do all this stuff, and it can be a little overwhelming for me right now. And like if I had done this maybe when I was a lot younger, it might be a different story. I might be a little bit more confident about it. Whereas now, uh, there's always I'm thinking more like long term longevity type, because I'm aware like I have more responsibilities and stuff to deal with as an adult. Like when I was a lot younger, I'd be able to ramble on and on about random things for with ease. But now it's just like I don't know what to really say a lot of the time when I'm streaming. That's not repetitive stuff that I've asked before, I've talked about before. I will say the one thing I like about being a VTuber is uh, I could just scratch my nose right now and you would never know. So I kind of like that, having a model that maybe is not like a full on, uh, full body capture. You kind of have, you do get a little bit of that freedom. Thank you for the stretch, Azito. Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna stretch my arms. Oh, that was my wrist just now. If you heard that crack. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, that was my back. Okay. No, but like I really do appreciate you guys just like hanging out here and listening to me ramble on, because I know uh that's pretty much all I'm doing right now is just rambling. But yeah. By the way, Hezecito, can you do me a quick favor and can you just type something random in chat for a second? Or if you want, just send like an emoji. I just want to make sure I did something right. Ah, so it did work just because you noticed a little something shiny there. Ooga, Dre's cute. I wish I was a cutie. I wish. No, I looked at myself in the mirror this morning and I'm just like, oh, time has not been kind to me. Yeah, so you see a little something shiny by your name there? Because I appreciate you guys coming in all the time, just chatting, talking. Uh, I do have to actually. Oh, you know what? I gotta find a number, a name. Let's just pull up something here quickly. Let me just quickly take this. I just need to copy this name here. Sorry, I just gotta type this out here. Okay, cool. Oh, whoops. Did I do this wrong? Okay. Okay, cool. Sorry, I had to add someone else to a VIP because you guys are the ones who come here all the time. You're keeping me company. You're chatting with me, and I really appreciate it when you guys show up. Just because it makes me feel like I'm actually doing something that people want to actually be here for, and just like chat and like hang out. And I honestly, oh, thanks for chatting VIP, man. I appreciate you. No, thank you very much for just coming here at Hezito. Like I was just saying, I know I'm not super like height active and like entertaining as like you see other streamers like Lilia, for example. Like she's an amazing streamer, and I wish I had like the confidence that she has in like streaming and stuff like that, because she's honestly like super fun to watch. And I realize I'm more like reserved and type of stuff, but the fact that you guys, the fact that you guys just come here still and just hang out and keep me company is like honestly, I super appreciate it. I just want to give you guys the VIP to show you like just how much like I appreciate you guys. Yeah, because I realize like you guys don't have to be here because I'm not, I don't do like crazy things and like high energy. I don't have like those like extreme reactions that you see other people have when they do games and stuff. And so like the fact you guys still come here all the time and just like hang out and chat, that, honestly, it means the world to me. Makes me think that hey, maybe I'm okay as a streamer. Maybe I'm not as boring as I think I am. And I just wanted to like show you guys like how much I appreciate. Sorry, got a little bit sappy there for a second, but it's that's who I am. Okay, sweet. Okay, that's done. Actually, this is going a lot faster than I expected. We already got that much done, so that's pretty cool. And of course, like I appreciate all the people who just lurk in my streams as well too. Granted, I may not know who is lurking because I don't see it, but if you're just having me on in the background and just like to lurk and stuff, I appreciate you as well. You know, like it's all of you make streaming worthwhile. You know, it's like without you guys here, I'd just be talking to myself all the time, wondering like, am I doing everything I can to like be entertaining? So the fact that you guys are just here, it means a lot. Okay. Actually, I was watching Bisu play this yesterday, this level, and I thought, oh, this is really cool. So that's why I wanted to do this today. Originally, I was thinking I might have played another adventure game, but then after I was watching her do this yesterday, I was like, you know what? I really want to just like do a chill, relaxing day today. Nothing high key, nothing too intensive, just taking things easy. So okay, so got that observatory. That's kind of cool how how there's this observatory right in the corner here. Like you got to wonder like, how do they come up with some of the designs for these levels? Because like this is like a crazy, crazy concept here. Like just this entire mini village. And like I can only imagine how many hours it took to rent. Oh, you can even turn the train off. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, like you gotta wonder how many hours it took to like render this game out, and then also make it so that if people are moving in 3D, sorry, if people are moving around, like how to make sure everything stays rendered properly. Okay, let's work a little bit on this here. This is the train tunnel. Choo choo. Okay, nice. Actually, side topic. I was talking to a friend last night about a concert that's coming. It was for the group Idol. I don't know if anyone here is a fan of them in K-pop. Like honestly, their music is really good. I've been following them since debut, and honestly, like they're constantly putting out bangers. And oh, they are coming to Canada, and it's so tempting to want to get tickets, but at the same time, it's like because I don't have a job, uh, it's a little hard to be able to justify concert tickets just because they're so expensive, and then you have to look at flights, hotels, and everything. It it really adds up, and it's just like, can I afford to do it? You know, because I'm not. I'll be honest with you. Like even streaming right now, I'm not making a whole lot. Like and I realize that for people who want to make streaming a career, it is a lot of grinding, a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of time. And I get that. Like I wish I could make it big as a streamer. It's just finding that but it's, again, like you see streamer like the big name streamers, they take years to do it. Like they've been streaming for 10 plus years, and like now they're making it like they're doing so huge. And I wish I had started streaming a lot earlier, because then I could be like, oh, maybe if I had started streaming like 10 years ago, I could have been where they are. I mean, that's always the thought everyone has, is like, oh, if I had done this, then maybe I could have done that. Like, same with crypto. I was there when Bitcoin was first created, and I just brushed it off. Like, I never really paid attention to it. And now I'm like, oh, if I had actually bought Bitcoin at the time when it was like pennies on the dollar, or when it was like super, super cheap, who knows? I could have been a millionaire or like a billionaire even if I was smart. But then it's one of those things where it's just like, oh, I wasn't really paying attention. And that's on me. Hindsight's 2020, right? It's like shoulda, woulda, coulda. Can't live with regrets. I'm doing this now, so I'm just gonna sit here and have fun with it, and that's it. But I will say, like, I'm kind of glad I decided to try and do streaming again, because it is fun. Like I do like connecting with you guys, getting a chance to just chat and and just like be. I do regret not doing VTubing earlier instead of trying to be a face cam streamer. Just because for me, I prefer the like this anonymity that comes with it. Not that I have anything really to hide. It's just it feels more comfortable to be able to just do this and like have an avatar talking versus being me on camera. Now I totally realize that as a VTuber I could have been whoever I wanted to. Like I could create an entirely new persona. I could have just been like that crazy wacky person, uh unfiltered, unhinged, and no one would know, right? Like, I could be completely different from my real life personality. And part of me actually considered that. It's like, oh, you know, as a VTuber, I can just be whoever. But at the same time, it's like also, and this is where my own real personality comes in, where like I'm lazy. It's like, do I really want to go through the effort of like trying to create a persona and all that, or I could just be me, and then I know that people like me for me and then I don't have to quote be on all the time. Sorry, I did. I know you can't see it, but I just did like the finger quotes, and I don't know why I did that because you guys can't see me. It's weird. Um, but yeah, like I can just be me, not have to be on like be performing all the time, and this way I know that people like me for me, sort of thing. And I hope you guys do like me for what I'm doing right now, and that I'm at least bringing some entertainment to you. Once I get a little bit more, not established, but once I understand more of like how I want to approach streaming and VTubing and all that stuff, I'm hoping I can be a lot more entertaining, a lot more interactive, because I do realize that I am a bit hesitant on things. This washing is relaxing, also the music's vibing too, right? Like, I don't know what it is about the sound of the power washer, but it is just so calming and relaxing. And then normally when I have games going, I don't really play the Spotify because I want to listen to the game music. But with Power Wash, there really isn't a whole lot of game music per se. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just put on something relaxing too. And this is a let me actually what kind of playlist is this? Um, it's not even a playlist. It's just like random play. When I was trying to focus more on like '90s kind of songs, said this is Chainsmokers and Halsey. Because I know normally I just play like K-pop stuff, right? And I'm thinking, oh, not everyone really likes K-pop, so or like it might not be their full cup of tea. So I'm just like, you know what? Let me just do this, kind of take it easy, chill, relax, sort of thing. Yeah, and I do agree. Like, I like the fact that all the music that's played so far has kind of been perfect for like this game, where it's not intense, like crazy music. It's just chill vibe music, which totally works with the whole power wash concept. It's something to just de-stress during the day, because I mean, even if you're like listening to this while you're at work, it helps because it puts you in that like calm peace of mind. Because work can always be stressful. It can get to a person, and I've had that more than once when I was doing my full time job. You know, I can't. I'm not obviously not going to give like a whole lot of detail, but obviously I was in architecture. I was in residential construction, so we had to put out a number of houses per month. Like we had certain goal criteria to reach, right? So you're just sitting there putting out a house like every 2 days, and it gets tedious, it gets repetitive. So having music like this and just like being able to just like vibe even and just relax and everything, it helps so much for your mental health, which is super important. Okay, all right, let's see what we've got here. Yeah, honestly, even though this level is like massive, it's not like as complex as some of the other ones that uh, you have in the story mode, which is really nice. Like the giant castle one, for instance, in I think it was Power Wash One, where you're like in that dragon's lair and all that stuff, all the coins and everything you had to wash. It just felt so daunting. But this one is just kind of like I don't know. It has a different feel to it. It just feels like so simple, so relaxed, and so chill, like less stress. Whereas that, for some reason, and I don't know why, but the Dragon's Dungeon, it felt kind of stressful, just because there was so much to do there. Honestly, if you guys ever get the chance to play this game, if you haven't played it yet, I highly recommend it. It it's just so it's so peaceful, and like you said, Hesito, like this, the sound of the washing, is hypnotic, and it just like puts you at ease, you know. Go. You know, I kind of want to see what the people who would live in a mini village like this would look like. Maybe, maybe because like the whole mascot of this game is that gnome. I feel like they would be gnomes who would live here. You know, it kind of makes sense. Kind of like feels like that would be perfect. Although I'm not gonna lie, like the random bee that flies by, and you just hear it in one ear, it startles you for a second. It's like, oh shit, is there an actual bee in my house? But yeah, do you guys have any big plans for the rest of today? Any midweek TV shows you guys like to watch or activities you like to do? Because I was supposed to get up early and go to the gym this morning, but I may have overslept. Well, I may have slept past my alarm. And when I say slept past my alarm, I mean it went off and I just turned it off and then went back to straight back to bed. Okay, let's make sure I got all this stuff here. Yeah, like see, this is what I was saying. Like, if I were to do power washing IRL, there's so many like little spots that I've missed. But I like the fact that with this game, even if you don't get everything, if you get like the major spots, it will still mark it as complete. So that's kind of nice. Okay, so we got the bridge. I'll have to get to that eventually. Yeah. Then you gotta crouch down to get all these. This is, yeah, it is a huge village, which is kind of funny because they call it a miniature village. So you're thinking, oh, it's going to be tiny and stuff, but it's massive and there's a lot to do. But that's nice too, because then it also gives you a chance to do more. Because I was actually looking at my stats when I opened up the game, and it says I've put 187 hours into this game. And I'm like, damn, that's a lot. Getting to watch more Classma the Elite before Season 4, making the factory grow more with 1.1 almost done. Oh shit. Factory for Arknights, right? I haven't played that in a couple weeks now. Or sorry, not a couple weeks. In about a week and a half. I really should get back and collect my dailies and see who the new banner is, because I'm pretty sure a new banner came out. probably, or is it still Yvonne? 'Cause, yeah, I still have the main storyline to finish off in that game, but I feel like it'll never be like fully finished. The story, like it'll be just like um, Wuwa, where they'll always add new acts or new story lines to follow. So it's like a never-ending. I think it's still on. It had one day left. Oh, okay. Ooh, because I have a 10 pull. I'm like, should I try for Yvonne or should I just leave it for the next banner? You know? Because I am kind of. I do feel like Yvonne would be a powerful character to get, but at the same time, it's always that fear of like, oh, what if I pull her? I get her, but then the next banner comes out and it's a better character. And I'm like, oh, well, I should have saved up and pulled for this character instead, you know? There's so much I've missed. Damn. So many 90s songs playing, and honestly, it's such a throwback. Jeez, that bee just zoomed by my ear and freaked me out for a second. God, I remember this song back when I was in, what was it, high school? I played this song so much on repeat. I realize people listening to VOD have no idea what song I'm talking about. It's Every Time We Touch by, who is it? Oops, sorry. Let me just find the artist. Cascada. Wow. That's the name I haven't heard in a very, very long time. That's why I forgot who it was. Sorry, just check something here. Okay. Actually, I have a question for you. A bit of a technical question that I don't think I've ever addressed before. So I have some security certifications because I was trying to get into IT. So one of the ones I have is CompTIA Security Plus. I don't know if you're familiar with it. Do you think getting a lot of what's it? Certificates? Not certificates. Certifications. So that's the word I was looking for. Do you think getting a lot of certifications is worth having? Obviously, I know practical experience is important to have, but then it's hard to get practical experience in security concepts without, someone giving you a job doing that kind of stuff. So I was debating if I should try and get another certification in security because they do have like system analysts and they have AI security certifications. And I was debating, does it make sense to like get one of those? Because that might help open more doors for me, or at least try and get me into IT jobs. Or do you think it's better to just have my security plus, my A plus, and then just keep trying to get help desk jobs, just so I can get my foot in the door? Because that was like my whole plan originally was, I get Security Plus, I get A Plus, and then I try and get help desk jobs because I know I can't jump straight to like the top of like do analysts and everything with just those certifications and no actual experience. Now, is that stopping me from applying for those kind of jobs? No, but I'm fully realistic that I know it's going to be a lot harder to get a job with just those and no experience. So I was wondering, do you think it might help me better if I were to get, say, security AI certification or maybe security analyst certification, just to show that I know how to use SIM dashboards and stuff like that and how to read data. So I realize it is a bit of a random tangent, and I don't know if that may be your area of expertise in terms of like what you're doing for like work, something like if you do IT. Whew, this is a long border, but I'm almost done. Okay. I have no idea who this artist is. Hunter load sewage worker beans. Oh, okay. What does he want with beans? I gotta go though to my busy stuff. Glad to see you again, Drain and Stream. Yeah. Thank you very much for coming in, Hesitito. Like I really appreciate it. And yeah, totally. I understand if you gotta go because you got. I know. I realize I do like daytime streams, so you probably have like work and all that stuff to do. I hope you have a fun time doing your busy stuff, and I look forward to seeing you on the next stream when you can come in. Thanks for everything, for being here and chatting with me today. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you have a great day. Just okay. Here we go. Nice, that's done. Then we got this weather balloon, or not weather balloon, hot air balloon. Okay, here we go up here. Oh shit! Almost fell. I don't know why, but when I play this game, I rarely use like the ladders if I can avoid it. Just I don't know why. I feel like yes, I understand certain areas like you have to use ladders because it's just so high up. But for some reason, I'm always like thinking to myself, "Oh, I'm gonna make it a little bit harder for myself by not using the ladders and just using like the extenders on the gun to try and get higher distances." I don't know why. I'm trying to like nerf myself in that regard. Okay, here we go. Okay. Did I? Oh, stuck in the corner. Okay, there we go. Mountain bush. Okay, what we got down here? Okay, there we are. So let me just adjust my headphones for a sec. Okay. Now that's the thing about over the ear headphones. Like after a while, it feels like they're like starting to crush your ear a little bit, just because like they're so encased around your ear. So that's I'm like, oh, do I want to do inner ear? But then I know when I do inner ear headphones, after a while they just start to hurt your inner ear. Okay, what do we got here? Actually, we've done a lot so far today. I'm really impressed with like this game. Like, because if I come up here and just come up to the mountain, if you think about it, we did all that area over there, and then we've done this entire backside here. So like, I'm really impressed with how much we managed to get done in only an hour and a half. Because, and that's probably why you like it's so easy to put like hundreds of hours into this game because it may seem daunting and when you first like see the area that you have to clean, but then when you actually start doing it, it feels a little less daunting. It feels like more manageable. But then you realize like just how long it actually takes. But the time doesn't feel like that long. Like honestly, it's been like I said, an hour and a half. It doesn't feel like it's been an hour and a half to me. Like honestly, it feels like it's been maybe 30 minutes, maybe at most. But then that's one of the charms about the game. You know, it allows time to go by without realizing it, and you can just and you're at peace too. You're not like feeling stressed or anything. You're just like, hey, it's been 4 or 5 hours, and I'm just like here chilling. Okay, so just the top up here, I gotta clean up now. Easiest way to do that: get to higher ground. Can I jump on it? Oh, I can. Oh, no, no. Oh, I thought I could. I got a little stuck. Actually, I bet if I come up here, can I jump on this one? Oh, so I was thinking if I jumped onto that one, I could get like a long distance shot on this. Or if you hit it just right, you clean up enough of it, then it'll automatically clean the rest. And I like the fact that this game also kind of mimics real world in that, if you're shooting at something from far away, you may hit it and it may look like it's cleaning, but it doesn't really clean it because, that power dissipates over distance compared to like if you get really close to it and then you're definitely cleaning it. Okay, so I gotta crouch down here. And thank God for that like highlight option, so you can see like if you're in the dark spots here, like you can actually see like the areas that you missed. Ooh, missed a lot here. Ooh, damn, I missed quite a bit. Oh, okay, gotta come down here and fix this up. Now, I will admit, like, if you're OCD, this game might be a bit much because, yeah, like, as you can see, there's some spots that I missed when I highlight them. And, like, if you're, like, super OCD, it could, like, really get to you. It's like, oh, I gotta get every little spot and everything. But as long as I can get enough cleaned up where it will. Ooh, yeah, so this is going to take a long to do because this is like the entire ground here before the ground gets uh, quote unquote considered clean enough. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Hi, Ali. Yes, I am doing a lot of window washing today. How are you doing today? Oh, by the way, there, Ali, you're looking mighty shiny this morning. If you know what I mean. Your name is looking mighty shiny. Sorry, should specify. But yeah, this is actually the newest update that they made for the game. It is the Caldera Chronicles, the first chapter. You actually gave me VIP, thank you. No, like honestly, I should have given it to you sooner, and that's my fault. Because I didn't realize how many VIPs badges I had. But like, I really appreciate that you're always here on stream, chatting, talking to me. Like it means a lot to me. Like, because I know I'm a small streamer. I'm not the most like active, like hyperactive, like energetic kind of streamer. I'm aware I'm very much like a laid back personality, and it can I can be kind of boring. Like I'm fully aware, self aware of this. So the fact that you come in all the time and you just chat and hang out with me, like it really means a lot. And I wanted just like to show my appreciation to you for that. And like everyone that comes by and that's been coming by for like the past when I start this October, November, December, January, February, March, like for the last 6 months, that everyone December excluded because I realized I did end up taking December off, but for everyone that's like come by these last 6 months and just like have chatted with me, like honestly, it means a lot because I'm not gonna lie, I was hesitant at first about streaming, like and thinking like, oh, am I actually going to be good at this? Are people going to be entertained? Are people going to want to just like come here and like chat and hang out and stuff? So the fact that like you and everyone else comes in all the time and just like keeps me company, it really means a lot. I'm glad to be here and talk to you, and I'm glad that you're here too. Uh, it, like I said, like I don't want to sound like a broken record, but you guys make this worth doing. Like you just being able to like chat and hang out with you guys. It's honestly, it means so much because if I wasn't doing this right now, you honestly want to know what I would be doing? I'd probably just be sitting on my computer watching Netflix, watching anime, applying for jobs and all that stuff, and just like no one to really talk to. Because most of my friends are, working their jobs right now, or they're in the US and they got their own stuff that they're doing with, or they're dealing with their families and whatnot. And I would just be here by myself, right? So the fact that you guys are coming in here, talking to me and everything, like it honestly it staves away a lot of the loneliness, and that means more to me than you guys realize. And the fact that you guys are like here like every stream too, like it, it's I'm trying to figure out the best way to put it into words, but it's one of just those things where like there's no words that can really properly explain it. Like I wish I could do more than just like VIP, but with Twitch, like that's really all you can do to like show appreciation for people who come by, right? And like I know Twitch is designed for viewers to like donate to streamers, to send bits and stuff. I kind of wish that there was a way that other than just giving a VIP badge that streamers could give back to their communities and show them like just like how much they appreciate them. Like an easy way to like do that. Like the only thing I can think of doing right now, honestly, is if I were to open up Marbles, for instance, and because I have a couple game codes that I could, in theory, give away, but I don't know if these are games that you guys would like, and I gotta double check to see what games they are too to make sure um, they're appropriate games because they're games that I've won, like codes that I've won. So I actually don't know what the games are like, or if they're like good games or something, and I don't want to give you guys like uh, junk. Because that's the only thing I can think of right now, other than doing VIP, is just like giving away gift codes and stuff like that. Okay, actually, just double check here. Okay, let me see. Did I get everything on the outskirts? Yeah, pretty much the entire outskirts here are. Oh, sorry, wrong one. I need tab. Forest floor. Okay. Oh, mountain bushes. I missed one. Actually, let me just hide the cleared. Yeah, I like the fact that they also give you this kind of. Oh, harbor fish. Okay, gotta do that. Where they show you like the percentage that you've cleaned. Because then it's kind of nice to be like, oh, I missed this, I missed that. And I can go and, oh, wow, I missed a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. Yeah, okay, I didn't do any of those yet. Train tunnel. Vatic base. Yeah, okay, so there's quite a bit left to do. Let me just do this train tunnel first. Oh, it's pushing me. Go, go, go away. Let's turn off the train for a second. Okay. Damn, I haven't heard this in a while. But isn't there like, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't there like controversy with Nicki Minaj recently? I can't remember. Okay, so something here. Fish Harbor. Oh, the anchor. Okay. There we go. And then Hale Bay. Okay. Oh, this tree. Oh, I did miss that. Okay, my bad. What? Oh, okay. I got missed up here. Okay, a mountain bush. I think that was it. I think I got all the ones. Yes, I did. Okay, cool. Now I can continue going on with my... Ooh. This is such a large landscape to do. Honestly. Let us work... I'm just going to start working on this train tracks here. Actually, maybe if I do this one, because it's a larger spray. Since it's close by, it'll be a little bit easier. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's extend that out. There we go. Nice. Okay, there we go. Got the train track. For what, Shadow? You didn't do anything wrong. You got a call for work? Yeah, no, that's fine. Honestly, I figured either you were playing Rocket League or maybe something work related came up. So it's all good. No need to apologize, Shadow. I figured you were either, like you said, playing Rocket League, or you were getting food or something, or something came up. I always assume like that things happen. You didn't mean to leave the car. No, no, it's all good. Don't worry about it, dude. You're fine. Honestly, it's all good. I promise you. Okay, so did I get the bridge part? Oh, it's because I didn't finish. I have to do the side of the bridge too. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 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 So we get this up here. Okay, so we've got this here. I do like the fact though, like one of the levels in the first Power Wash Simulator was a Tomb Raider based. Oh yeah, we left out the Deathstroke cosplay. Yeah, okay. So I was asking you there, what was it about Deathstroke that you liked so much? And you said you wanted to do it as cosplay. What's stopping you from doing it as cosplay? Because I know Deathstroke is a popular character that, so a lot of people have done it, as cosplay before, and it is like a really cool cosplay, to be honest. Okay, actually, let's get the train going so it's out of the way here. Okay, stop the train. Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you. Cleaning up top here was so much easier than doing the sides. I really admire the character because of his martial arts skills and got into his. Oh, okay, so you read a lot of, I guess, Teen Titans, since he's like the main villain in that series. Or did you prefer him more in like the Batman type of context? And a similar body type. Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, because um, that'll probably make it easier for you to cosplay. I prefer him in Batman. Okay, so you prefer more of him in that Batman style than as a Teen Titan villain. Okay, no, that's cool. Um, so yeah, what are you planning to do him as a cosplay anytime soon, or oh shit? Okay, fell. Let me get up. Perfect. So got that one done. Okay, probably the inside just needs to be cleaned. Okay, where on this one needs to be cleaned? Oh, the wheels. Okay. First Comic Con in my city they ever hosted was last January. Oh, I don't know if it'll happen again. I'm sure if it was a success, most likely that they will do it again because Comic Cons always like bring in a lot of business, so companies are always going to want to do those. Or you know what you could also try doing is if you're interested, you could also debut it at Halloween too. Oh, I'm gonna have to change my. There we go. This will be much more powerful. Like yeah, you could do it at Halloween, kind of see how it holds up and everything, and then from there make any adjustments as needed to the costume, just like for comfort level and stuff too. Because I'll be honest with you, with cosplay, you're in that for many hours, so you definitely want it to be as comfortable as possible, right? And if you did it during Halloween, it's only like maybe an hour or two, depending on when you need where you're wearing it, or if you're wearing it at work. Oh, Halloween isn't a big thing there. Okay, shoot. Um, have well, what are your thoughts on international cons, or not international, but like cons in another city? Or would you ever consider doing travel to like an international con, maybe? Because if you are, like, obviously, there's a lot of conventions um, that happen every year. You could go to like San Diego Comic Con. There's like Emerald City Comic Con that was just this past weekend. I could do that. I just never really traveled out of my city. I mean, that kills two birds with one stone. Then, like, it gives you a chance to like do international travel somewhere, as well as the chance to do conventions or not conventions. Yeah, conventions like a cosplay convention. If I were to recommend one, okay, and I will admit I am biased when I say this one. Dragon Con in Atlanta in the States, only because that one is like a huge straight up cosplay convention. Like when you go to the other ones like Emerald City or San Diego, Anime Matsuri, those ones are all like themed about comic books or anime or something in that regard, right? But Dragon Con itself is pretty much just a giant cosplay convention. Like the whole thing is 5 days of partying and cosplays. And you meet a lot of nice people there too. Like a lot of my friends in the cosplay community I have met at conventions, mostly at Dragon Con. So it's always held like a special place for me. That said, I haven't been in many years since 2019, just because traveling always got to be really expensive, and hotels and everything. And unfortunately, that is the one bad thing about Dragon Con is hotels there go super fast. Like people are booking their hotels a year in advance. So if you were to try and go for that one, you might have to get a hotel that's like far away from the convention center and like travel daily to get there. If you can get a hotel at one of the host hotels, that's ideal because its con actually takes place in hotels. It's not like a giant convention center where most places are. I will say though, if you do decide to do some travel and go to like a cosplay convention or just to any convention in general, I would say pace yourself, especially if it's going to be your first convention, because I can tell you right now, uh, conventions they are tiring, especially if you have never been to one before. Yeah, it is a good idea to go check out a convention too. Like, yes, ideally it would be great to go to the one in your city because you don't have to pay for hotels, you don't have to pay for flights and all that stuff, and the local uh, places for food and all that stuff, so you can like really uh, cut costs. But there is something to be said for going and traveling to check out other conventions in other cities. It's a chance to like explore, chance to see different things. But like, because I never traveled, I haven't used a flight as well. Yeah, so like honestly, it is a good chance to do a whole lot of stuff that you may have never done before. Go and fly, go and travel somewhere, um, go do conventions and everything. Like it honestly would be a whole lot of fun for you. I honestly do believe that. Now, that said, I will give you one piece of advice, like, well, multiple pieces of advice if you ever need them. But like I said, wear comfortable shoes. And when you travel to like another city for a convention, sorry, just get some water, take some time for yourself as well. Sorry. What I mean by that is it's so easy at a convention to just spend the whole time at the convention center, walking around the booths and everything, going to panels, and you don't take that opportunity to actually go and see the city that you're visiting. And that is something I do regret. Like I would go to all these conventions uh, in like Atlanta, San Diego. I went to a couple in Arizona. Uh, I've gone to where were some of the other ones I went to? I can't remember off the top of my head. Seattle, yes, that was one. And I never took the opportunity to go and explore the city. Because it's how often am I going to be there, right? Not very often. But I spent all my time in the convention centers, and I kind of regret that. Yes, I did get a chance to like meet new people, see panels. I got to see celebrities and stuff there doing signings, and that's all great and fun and everything. But then you also miss out on seeing the culture, seeing what this city has to offer. Yes, and exactly, try the local food too. So because it was mostly the states I would go to, a lot of the food there very similar to what I have here in Canada, fries, salads, whatever, burgers and all that. But I regret not trying like the local cuisine that made that city famous, for like its most popular dish. And I do regret stuff like that. If I could go back in time, I would tell my younger self definitely, excuse me, explore the cities more. The only one I actually did was kind of um, in San Diego Comic Con, just like because it is such a huge venue. I would take some time in the morning, and there was like a local marina close by, like right by the hotel, and I would just go and like sit on the bench there and just watch the boats come in, and just kind of like detox and like just get away from all the crowds and everything. Because I will tell you right now, there are a lot of crowds at these conventions. It can be a bit overwhelming. Um, so that's why I also recommend like taking time for yourself, just like a way to decompress. Of course, I have to go look now. I have a payday. Payday, not a problem, Shadow. We can definitely talk more about this on another time if you're ever interested. But good luck with payday night and whatever you need to get done. I'm just going to be here doing my thing. Thank you very much for coming by, though. If you're not able to come back before I end up leaving, but I'll probably stream for like another hour and a half easily. So if you do get a chance to come back before then, we'll definitely can like talk more about the stuff. And like you said, if you have any questions, just post it in Discord too. More than happy to like share any tips and tricks that I picked up over the years. Because yeah, conventions are fun, but they can be overwhelming, especially for your first one too. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, so how do I want to tackle this? So, uh, just because of how my OCD kind of style kicks in, I'm going to finish off this area here since I already have that done. Kind of do this in like sections. Okay, let's barrier there. Man, I can't hear the song without thinking of that movie Pitch Perfect. Because this is what the Bellas sing at their final performance, and it was so good. Honestly, I really liked the Pitch Perfect movies. Sorry, just a complete random tangent, but I just mentioned it. But I thought they were really good, and the musical styles that they incorporated. I like the fact that it was the actual actors doing those songs too, right? Because I saw a video on YouTube of them actually practicing the choreo and everything, and it's like crazy good. And the character of Esther, the quiet girl, like she actually learned, the actress actually learned how to beatbox to make her performance that much more believable. And I thought that was so cool. Like I wish I could beatbox. I tried, uh, kind of not really learning it, but like I tried pretending I could beatbox, and no, that did not sound good. Oh, but okay, so uh, random thing that popped into my head just now. Charlie Puth. I don't really know much about him or his music, but I was watching YouTube clips, and one came up of him on uh, with Jimmy Fallon. Yeah, it was Fallon, and he was showing him how he just took like a cup and a spoon and made a song, or like made a beat. And I thought that was so cool. So I watched this other one where he took a voice clip from Jimmy and actually turned it into a legit song using nothing more than just Jimmy's voice. So you would isolate parts of it, turn it into like a beat, and I thought that would be kind of cool and fun to play with. So I'll not right away, but I may try and just experiment with the audio recordings that I do and see if maybe one day I could try and do something like that. Now, is it going to be as good as his? Heck no. No way would it be really good. But it could still be fun. It could add a little dimension to some of my voice acting videos and stuff. Okay, so an ad is actually starting in 50 seconds. So what I'm going to do is, whilst the ad is running, I'm just going to go take a quick bathroom break because I've been holding it for like the past 2 hours, which isn't good. Well, yeah, because I've also been drinking more water to like hydrate and all that stuff. So I will be back in a couple minutes once the ad break finishes, and in that meantime, you guys make sure to go get some water yourself. Go use the bathroom if you need to. Get some snacks or whatever you need to for your self care, because self care is very important. So I'll see you guys in a couple minutes as after the ads. All right, bye. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about that. I just had to go use the bathroom and everything. What was I talking about before? I I don't remember. Okay, I was talking about conventions. Actually, I can keep talking about that. So yeah, I don't know if anyone who's listening to me right now, if you've ever done a convention before, or if you're thinking about going to cosplay conventions. Honestly, I would highly recommend checking them out. Especially if your city has a local one. By all means, just you don't even have to like cosplay. Just go visit it. Just go see what it's like. They can honestly be a lot of fun, and you can meet a lot of fun, cool people there. You can see a lot of cool things, and yeah, like one of the things I really like about conventions is okay. So I approached it more from a cosplay perspective. Now, do I cosplay? No, I don't. Am I a cosplay photographer? No. I tried to be at one point, but I realized I'm not as skilled as some of the others are, like some of the bigger names in photography, just because I didn't like fully understand a lot of like, focal points and the different lens types and everything. And that's on me because I didn't put as much effort into trying to learn them as I could have. And that honestly, if that's the way you want to go, like if you are big into photography and you want to try and do cosplay photography, go for it. Nothing's stopping you, honestly. And I think you would have a lot of fun with it because you can see a lot of really cool things in cosplay photography. Like, so a couple of my friends in the cosplay scene are cosplayers, yes, as well as some of the photographers I've been lucky enough to get to know over the years. Um, and the stuff that they do, like their editing styles, are just insane. And you see that it carries over not into just cosplay photography, but into like their proper jobs as photographers too. And like the stuff that they make is incredible. Like one of them is Mineral Blue. He does a lot of convention photography, and his videos on YouTube are absolutely amazing. There is actually one where I cameo in it. I won't tell you which one because that would dox my IRL face. Uh, but I've helped him with a couple of his shoots. This is like I wanted to say that like, for fun, support staff. But honestly, just seeing how like, he works was really cool. Then there's like Martin Wong who does amazing cosplay photos, as well as just like his photography job in general. Like the stuff he does is absolutely insane. Like and then there's Jono or JW Designs, I think it is. Like his photography is amazing as well. And then there's others like Mike Safels, who I've heard of. I may have met him once. I don't know him too well, but like his uh, photography is really good. There is David. David is like a huge name in the cosplay photography world. Like you can't go to a convention and not know who he is. Like just like people there know of him. Like it's absolutely insane. Like so cool to see they are turning their passions into like proper into like jobs and all that stuff and like becoming household names and everything. Like it is just so cool seeing that kind of stuff. Now, that said, if you do want to go and like do cosplay photography, take the time to learn it. Take the time to. Oh, script. Oh, here. Take the time to learn how to use the camera properly, how to look at golden hour and all that stuff. Like honestly, the stuff that my cosplay friends produce is just so cool, and their photos are just immaculate. Jenny Belly, sorry, Jenny Belly cosplay. She's also a streamer actually too. So if you ever get a chance, check her out. She does like a lot of her cosplay photo shoots. She streams those IRL or when she's at a convention, she'll stream from there if she can. And honestly, they're so lovely people. Like honestly, I'm so blessed to be able to like know them. Stella Chu, she is an absolute queen uh, when it comes to her stuff. But like I said, these are people I've met through cosplay, through going to conventions, and honestly, like there are like some amazing people. Bindi Small, she does amazing armors. Like when you see the armor stuff that she's created, I'm just in awe. Sorry, let me just okay. So this is what kind of what I was saying. Like if you've never had been to a convention, obviously check out your local ones first, just so you can get an idea, so you can get a feel for like what they're like. Because a lot of the conventions they will have similar similar concepts, if you will, or like similar formats. So it's always going to have like an artist alley where you can meet artists, see new products that people are creating, um, and people sharing their passion projects with others through art that they create. You can sometimes find some really cool stuff. Uh, Definitely go there, check those out, talk to the artists too, because they might be local artists, and then they might be also be able to like you might become friends with them. They might be costume makers or designers, and then they could help you with like uh, costumes and stuff. Like if you like commission them for pieces and stuff, and because it's local, it's a lot cheaper instead of doing like overseas shipping and all that stuff. Or even if you don't, just going to a convention itself. It's a nice experience. It's something different and unique. That said, I will say wear comfortable shoes because you will do a ton of walking. And depending on the convention, you will be standing in line for who knows what. Whether it could be um, waiting to get into a panel that might interest you, like uh, art writing for 101, for instance, because they will have writers there who will kind of give tips and tricks of the trade, help new budding writers kind of like find their path, sort of thing. Or they might be in line for photographs with celebrities who show up to these conventions, because you do tend to get a lot of multimedia stars coming to conventions as well. Movie actors. Like the last one I went to recently, last year in September, I believe, was a local one. Just before I start, yeah, just before I started streaming. Um, and sorry, just get some water. And I got to meet the speaking voice actress for K-pop Demon Hunters Mira, Mei Hong, and she was really cool. She had a huge line though, so you're waiting in line for photograph and everything. So or to get like an autograph from her and everything. Um, so you will have to wear comfortable shoes. That is a huge thing, especially when you're doing cosplay. Make sure you design it with comfort in mind. Yes, you want it to be as accurate as possible, but you also want to take into account comfort because you are going to be wearing those things, those cosplays for hours on end. And the last thing you want is to be in a very uncomfortable cosplay, trying to navigate through crowds and everything. Okay, where am I? Okay, here we go. So I just realized that no one actually asked about cosplay convention etiquette and stuff, but it's something I was like into for very, very long time. So I have no problem talking about it, sharing like whatever experiences I have from it. If it means, you get people who may not have gone to a convention can be better prepared than what I was. Because, like I mentioned, the one in Atlanta is Dragon Con. That's a 5 day convention. And if you go hard at it, by day two, you will be tired. You will be burned out. I've had that happen to me when I first started going because I didn't know what to expect, right? So I'm like, oh, let me go here. Oh, let me go check out Artist Alley. Let me go see what artists are selling, and you go through the booths quickly because you're always thinking like, oh, do I need this? No, I don't need that. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, wait, this is happening here, and let me go here, etc., etc. And you go through it, and you don't. Then you kind of burn yourself out because it's like, oh, I've seen everything by the end of the day, and all that's left is to go to the panels periodically throughout the week. But then you can only do that so much. Like you do want to experience everything else that's going on at the convention. So I would honestly say, like, when you go to a convention, take your time. Plan for it. So like if there's panels you want to see, make sure you have enough time to get to them. Plan out your days accordingly. Wear comfort when you can. Even if you decide not to cosplay like every single day, and that's fine too. Some people that just take a day off, or if they do want to cosplay every day, some people will do like a. People will say it's a lazy cosplay, but I call it a comfort cosplay. So instead of going like full on out, wearing heavy armor or a lot of gear and equipment, they just wear something simple like um, and it's not necessarily even a cosplay. It could just be like, say, wearing a Dragon Ball Z T-shirt. Now, would that be considered a cosplay? Probably not, but it still shows your support for it, your love for the series, for the genre, and then you still are comfortable. And then also you have to take into account like the actual city environment as well too. So if it's a hot area, do you really want to wear something like that you'll be sweating in, that you'll be like just lugging around? No. And that's why, like for me, I would always go in just like jeans and t-shirt, um, and a backpack. And that's it. And the only reason I would say bring a backpack is if you do plan to buy stuff, you need a place to put it all, and that's where a backpack comes in handy. Now that said, backpacks will get heavy after a while. So many times where I'd be wearing my backpack, and after a couple hours, my shoulders would just be aching. Just because, like, again, you're carrying a backpack for hours on end, and depending on if you go to Artist Alley and buy stuff, it fills up, it gets heavy. So that's why I would say, like, if you can get a hotel close by the convention center, or if it's like even a hotel connected to the convention center, that's ideal because then you can just go and stash your stuff there or take like little breaks as needed. Like I did that so many times where um, I would just go back to my hotel room and I just sit there and relax for like an hour or two just to like decompress because it can be overstimulated in crowds for hours and hours, you know? And of course, people have their own experiences that they want to do at conventions too. Like, I can only speak from my own personal experience there. Obviously, you know, you got to do what works better for you. Uh, all I can say and is just like some general stuff that I notice, and I believe that others at conventions would appreciate would mirror the same sentiments of, you know, comfort shoes, um, food. Actually, that's a good one to do as well. Convention food is so expensive. So if you can bring some snacks or something to get you through the day, bring bottles of water or like a flask or something with water in it. because it does get crowded. They will have vendors and stuff there for sale, but again, super expensive. And then you'd also be waiting in line too for to get to these convention or to restaurants and all that stuff. So I don't know. We're actually making really good progress in this level so far. We might even be able to finish it in one shot today. We'll see. If I don't finish it today, will I finish it on Friday? I don't know. Because on Friday, what I'm going to plan to do is probably the last Lego build. Yeah. I probably will do the last Lego build on Friday so that it's done with for the flowers. And then I will start a new game on Monday so we can start fresh so I can spend like the entire week on it. I think that would be ideal. And okay, so I'm not 100% sure on this if I'm going to do this or not, but obviously I only stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right? I'm thinking just until I get like a job, the dreaded J word that apparently a lot of people don't like to hear, but doesn't bother me. I might increase the amount of days I stream, or at least do pop up streams, because sometimes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, yes, it is my downtime, but then I'm also like finding I don't do a whole lot during those days. I'm like, well, I could spend this time streaming, try and get more hours in, maybe try and make some more money via ad revenue, or maybe someone might sub, or bits or whatever. So we'll see. So there is always the possibility that I may do pop-up streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And if I do, it'll probably be around the same time. Just because I do find this time convenient. Um, in that, I can stream, uh, and it also does give me a chance to like catch evening streams for people that I watch as well. Let me just see what we got back here. Because then that gets into here. Sorry, excuse me. Just burped. Oh, that was breakfast. Some cereal coming. Oh, oh, that's nice. That little ding, ding, ding. That's always a nice sound to hear. Man, I wish the money that you make in this game could be transferred into like real life coin. That would be so amazing. Or what actually would be really, really cool is if I could get a sponsor one day. I've never had a sponsor before. I don't know what it's like having a sponsor, but I think it would be kind of cool to be like to have a sponsored stream. Get a chance to like promote a new game or something that comes out. Get a chance to like beta test it or like demo it. That would be really cool because you see people do that all the time, and it's like I wonder what that's like. Like what kind of commitment that it goes into like contract wise. Like I would be willing to do it. It's just something I've never done before, so I always thought it would be kind of like interesting to experience. Now, obviously, I'm small time, so I doubt I'll get any contract sponsored stream type situation anytime soon. But it would be kind of cool. Okay, perfect. haven't heard this song in a long, long time. Okay, we got that tree done. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Ah, there's the main culprit. Okay. Sweet. Okay. What I might do is I might do like this outer edge here. Take it up to here. Sorry, I'm kind of weird in when I play this game in that I see most people they just kind of like spray wherever and kind of like do whatever. I do this in like quadrants, and I don't know why. Like I can't be like, oh, I'm going to start here and I'm just going to go, just jump wherever over here. Like I have to do this in a certain way, where otherwise, like it feels so weird to me, and like I just can't not do it like that. And for anyone who's played this game before, are you like that as well, where you have to like complete certain quadrants when you clean, or like you block off certain areas? So like for me, I will do a boundary here. So like right here, I'm going to like go all the way around here to indicate where I'm cleaning from. Like, okay, so like I'm doing this entire courtyard area here. And like I can't go any further until I finish cleaning this area here. Like I'm not going to touch any of this stuff. I'm not going to touch this building until like this is cleaned up. Oh, sorry. I when I swallowed the water, kind of went a little funny. Sorry about that. Let me just check something here. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's see. Okay. Like the only thing that I'll kind of do that's not necessarily the floor part, like these trees, but I'm not going to go like above this line that I've created. And I don't know why I have that mentality. It's just like I don't know. Like it has if it's part of the quadrant area here, then I will clean it. I have to clean it. I don't know if it's OCD, if it's something else, but it's like it just my brain's wired this way. Okay, perfect. Okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So I'll actually take it to here because then it finishes off this floor area here. Okay, so that'll also do these rocks. Okay. Before I do that, I'll make sure I got everything here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. This is... Okay, I've got these here. Feels like a lot of Pitbull is playing today on Spotify, or at least on my random list. Wait, this is Pitbull, I believe, right? Yeah, it is. Pitbull and Chris Brown. Okay, let me just check something here. Okay. All right, cool. Sorry, just was checking something. Just checking something. Ah, okay, that's good. I don't know why it's like this feeling of like completion when you get that when you hear that ding and I got all the floor done. Okay, so we've got this tree. Oh, sorry. Okay, close that out here. Okay, I need to get this stove in it cleaned. Okay, where else? Oh, over here. Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay, okay, so that's done. Do I want to do here? No, not really. Not just yet. Work on the harbor. I kind of want to finish off like behind. Yeah, okay, so so I finished here. Kind of want to finish off in here now. But just like this outer edge. Okay. Okay, so let me create my my boundary line. That's what it is, really. I wonder if anyone else is like that, where they have to create this boundary line sort of situation. Okay. I don't know, maybe it's just some weird sense of like OCD that I'm having where I need to get like this everything exposed for this one building clean or everything for that one area. I don't know. I've always been like that. I have some like weird uh, ticks and stuff like not ticks but like quirks as it were. Okay, this. Oh, the stairs. I gotta do the stairs. I mean, I know eventually everything's gonna get clean. I'm just making sure I wasn't muted. Because I've done that before where I would be talking, or I come back from like the bathroom. I think I've unmuted, but I've been muted for like 20, 30 minutes. Because that happened a couple, like 1 or 2 streams ago, and just like, oh, that was so awkward and embarrassing. Okay, perfect. Okay, get this tent done. Man, I'm loving this playlist right now. It's just like 90s throwback. 90s, early 2000s, essentially my childhood. Okay. I mean, I wish I could play these musics on VOD, but then I know it would either get muted, so that's pointless. And then if it gets muted, anything I'm saying too also gets muted. So rather than have that happen, I just do this. Actually, one thing I'm thinking of doing is getting excuse me, like a generic background music that's different from my starting soon one, and just having that looped to play on the VOD. So like situations like this where I'm talking and all you're hearing is just like me talking and the water. Then there would also like be a musical back soundtrack in the back on just loops, like something easy. But I'm thinking what I might do though is I would turn it off on the live stream. So I'd have it set where it doesn't play on the live stream, but it would play on the VOD. That's something I'm considering. Of course, I have to look into it a little bit more because, and obviously, it would be expensive to get. Uh, well, depending on who I commission for it and like what kind of sound to come up with, and if it's like a 30-second. That's the thing too. Like it would be a 30-second loop or something. So then that would be playing incessantly for like hours on end, in theory. But that would only play on um, songs that are or on VODs where it's like there's no background music. So like maybe my just chatting, I would have like a song there, you know, or like I would have a loop background playing there. So like at least there's a little bit of music going on. Or who knows, maybe I could find like a copyright free like hour long playlist on YouTube, uh, and just kind of like loop that, and then obviously credit the artist and everything. Yeah, it's something I was considering. Okay, floor. Okay, perfect. So we got this done. The tent is clean. Oh, okay, let's finish the bar. The snack bar. Okay, we've got these kiosks, tents. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that takes care of here. So yeah, like the entire perimeter now is completely clean. All that's left now is the interior. Okay, let me just stretch. Oh, oh, that was my joints. So I wonder. Let me just check something here. Okay, no, sorry. But yeah, I just wanted to check in and see how you guys were doing, how you guys were holding up. Um, I hope you guys are doing well. Sorry, let me just get this set up here. Okay, so now interior. Where do I want to start on the interior? Since I kind of have a little bit cleaned here, I kind of maybe want to. Do I want to finish in here? That section first? Maybe the courtyard? I do have this mini little section here. Let me just do this. Because I want to leave the castle for the last. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, it's shadows. It's hard to tell. Okay, so whenever you get caught in the hair, I like to always free it. What was the... Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. There we go. Where I do like, where I'm stable, but then I can have like just free range control of it. Actually, you know what? Let's get the train back going. Get a little choo-choo. Okay. So because I started cleaning a little bit here, I'm just gonna... That's my barrier zone. I have to do all these houses. Okay. Okay. Actually, now that I've gone through most of this, it's not as daunting as it seemed before, which is nice. And realistically, it wasn't like daunting to begin with. It's just there was so much, it looked like it was going to be a lot. Ding, ding, ding. That's money. Pizza oven is only 25 cents. Oh, wow, okay. I mean, I guess if you think about it, like the whole project was like only worth $600. And if you look at it, we've been doing this for like what, almost 3 hours now. So that's uh, coming up to about $200 an hour. That's actually still a pretty good like payday. Okay, downtown house. Let's get this. Okay, so house, boathouse. Oh, there it is. Okay. Haha. Like honestly, you gotta like really appreciate like how detailed these designs are for this. Like all these houses, like the flora, the fauna, like even like the castle itself. Like the amount of time it would have taken to code all this is insane. And then to create the, the code for like okay, everything's covered in dirt, but once like the water hits it, it washes away and all that stuff. Like I can only imagine how intensive this would have been to do. And it's not just this one level too. It's like all the levels that they did in the main storyline, as well as the adventure packs that are coming out, or the DLC packs. Sorry, let me just check one thing here. Okay. Oh, sorry. Just close this down. Okay. Oh, ice cream stand. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm like somewhere on the floor. Needed to be cleaned. Perfect. Okay. All right. Now let me see where we're at here. Please get this house done. Okay. I need to get this house done. I can't leave it. All right. Okay. So, just um. Okay. So I've been going for my normal standard 3 hours. Is coming up like in the next minute or couple minutes. So I am going to call it a day here. I think it would have been nice to have been able to finish this entire level, but honestly, considering how much we got done in these 3 hours, I could see this being at least another. Gosh, what am I looking at? Another 2 hours, probably two, maybe 3 hours. Like realistically, it could be another full on like stream too, just to finish these last last areas. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I might just call it a day here. Uh, I just gotta get this house done. Like, it's going to drive me crazy. Okay, there we go. The OCD, it wouldn't let me until I finished getting these houses done. Okay. Um, but yeah, so like there's still quite a bit left to do. And honestly, oh, there's a gnome in there. Haha. I didn't even see him. See, this is what I was saying. Like, I feel like obviously if he was smaller, this would be like a perfect place for like a gnome to live. Um, just spray him down, wash him over. But yeah, so I'm going to call it a day here. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with me, for just listening to me rambling on. Honestly, I really appreciate it, and just like spending this time with me and just lurking. Or if you have me on in the background while you're lurking, uh, honestly, it's been great. I know I say this every stream. I do appreciate you guys always for just being here. Yeah, there's 82% left of this, or I've done 82%. But yeah, I'm just going to call it a day here. Thank you guys, and I will be back on Friday. I will probably do Lego building on Friday, and depending on how long that takes to finish, um, maybe I will. Sorry, excuse me. I will possibly pull up Power Wash, and we'll just continue this last little area, and just continue from there. We'll see. Again, we'll see how long the Lego build takes. Usually, that's about like an hour and a half, really. So I most likely will leave this for like Friday, or we could like try Duranko Wonko or some other game. But that said, take care, you guys. Make sure you eat, hydrate, look after yourself, and I will see you on Friday. Thank you very much for being here with me. Uh, so these are my socials. Again, join the Discord. Join Twitter, where I try and post and keep updated. Uh, and then yeah, I have my ASMR channel there, where I have a new script that I recently uploaded 2 days ago. If you guys haven't had a chance to, by all means, please check it out. Let me know what you think. I'd really appreciate it. If you have any feedback, by all means, I'm always looking to better myself. And then I have my VOD channel where these VODs will get uploaded for future viewing, I guess, if you want to catch up on any missed streams or anything. Um, but yeah, that's everything. So thank you guys. Take care, and I will see you Friday. Bye.